Minutes.
I make a motion to approve the minutes from last week.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Vouchers.
I make a motion to approve the vouchers as presented.
I'll second the motion.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Patron input. Going once? I don't want to go too quick, I think he's doing it. So, going twice? We're done. End of school year transfers.
In your packet, I've given you some transfers that I would recommend we make at this time. I'd ask you to transfer from debt service, capital projects, and transportation a total of $275,388 into the rainy day fund. We haven't done that yet this year, and this is leftover appropriation, well, leftover funds from the last December. And reviewing it and looking at it, it makes sense for us to do that. In addition to that, we need to move $185,000 into our post-retirement service fund.
I have a motion to accept the end of school year transfers.
I make a motion we accept the transfers as presented.
I'll second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, you gotta sign the resolution.
Oops, sorry.
This one is it. Book list and fees.
Mrs. Mattingly and Mr. Mullen have put together next year's book lists and the rental fees for the next school year. We have them here because the new book this year is science. Obviously, after 6 years, the new book costs more than it did 6 years ago, so fees go up whenever you get the new adoption. In this case, what is science. Anyway, we have them here. We've asked your blessing on distributing those. You know, Walmart usually puts them out, different places do, and that way they're out there for parents ahead of time to know what these costs are. And I have them here if you want to look.
Yeah, go ahead.
Read them all.
Yeah.
For kindergarten, we're talking about $117.75. First grade, $123.83. Second grade is $97.40. Third grade, $91.90. Fourth grade, $114.90. Fifth grade, $111.43. And sixth grade, $110.94.
Ow, good one out.
Got a motion to accept the book list and fees.
I'll make it. Motion.
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Yes, can the book lists be added to the website some way? Because there's a lot of people say they're having a hard time finding them. I've heard that comment from parents at different times. If we could add that to our website in some way so, you know, they can just go on there, they can download it, they can get that information and go, you know, print it out.
We can do that. That's K through 6. The individual ones for everybody from then
I
on.
really don't know if we can talk to the teachers for those, but, you know, if we can get, you know,
But
things
these-
that we can do to simplify it.
I'll ask Mike to put them on there. Very good suggestion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Personnel.
Under personnel, we'd offer our condolences to Janice Arnett. Her father passed. Also Karen Slavin's father passed. Then under action items, I ask you to accept the resignation of Kevin Smith. He's decided to take an English/head baseball coaching job down in North Posey. Just did this in the last week. Turned in his resignation Friday, I believe. And we posted the position. So So I'd ask you to formally accept his resignation from all the stuff that
Got a
he's
motion,
effective at the end of doing the things that he's obligated to do here.
got a motion to accept the resignation as presented.
Make the motion. I'll second.
Have a motion and a second, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
I need to ask you to approve Brittany Bateman as a volunteer coach for this summer. For the present year, because summertime follows last year. And to do that for this time, and then we'll get into recommendations for next year.
A motion to accept Brittany Bateman as a volunteer assistant for summer, girls basketball, year round for summer.
Well, it's summer, but it'll
Year-round,
go to
okay,
year
year-round.
round. It'll end up
Girls
year round
basketball.
when we bring back all the volunteers for next year.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. She's been through the program, and the girl relates well with the girls.
She'll do a good job, just don't let her
She'll
drive.
do a good job.
Shouldn't say that.
Then for ECA recommendations for next year, we have quite a list of them, for regular positions as well as athletics. So it'll take a little while to read through them.
Just read through them, we'll
And
sit
if
here, do you wanna do that?
them in sections, it's fine.
Yeah, let's do that, this first and then that like
One at a
separate.
time?
Yeah.
Okay, please consider these staff members for these positions for next school year then. One reason we do them all is by law, these things are like 1 year at a time. They expire at 1 year unless we give them a special contract. Band director Betsy Graves, Beta Club Shelley Christmas, junior senior high academic coordinator Shelley Christmas, intramural basketball Ari Martin and John Casper. When we get two names like that, they're gonna split it half and half. Intramural basketball, I just said that one, sorry. Junior class 3 positions, Debbie Truelove holds 2 of those, we'll be posting the 3rd one. Vocal music, Janice Arnett. The musical director, Janice Arnett. Junior high beta, Audra McAtee. Assistant high school beta, Paula Ringwald. Senior class, Ann Ozer and Shelley Loniger. Musical stage director, Rick Graves and Alan Williams. Student council, Debbie Truelove. Right now, junior senior high yearbook is open for next year. Kevin just quit, so we haven't filled that one yet. Math academic team, Brandy Tippery. Science academic team, Brandy Tippery. Fine arts, Roger Willis. English academic, Bree Graves. Social studies academic, Josh Mullis. Spanish academic, Renetta Boo. High school spelling, Audrey Talbert. Junior high spelling is currently open. Spanish club, Renetta Boo. Fax club, Susie Nowoski. Cadet teacher, Tracy Anderson. Junior high student council, Roger Willis and Debbie Truelove. Lion Pride club is open. Musical tickets, publicities, Janice Arnett. Musical costumes is Marcia Praise. Musical choreography is Lindsay Walton, and musical props is currently open. In the intermediate level, Math Bowl, Tim Sanders. Spell Bowl, Tim Sanders. Student council, Lacey Wade. Yearbook, Roger Willis. One more, elementary, might as well do it also. Elementary yearbook, Beth Bucket.
Have a motion to accept those academic and PCA positions.
I'll make a motion, we accept them all.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
And then for next year for athletic positions, again, we'll do the ones that we know we can fill tonight, and then we'll have some more in the next meeting or two, or whenever the time comes. Cross country, varsity, Adam Tompkins. Junior high, Tim Sanders. Do you want these by sport, or do you want to do the whole mess?
You want to do the whole mess?
Or by
Let it rip.
fall, spring, winter, or something?
Let it
You
go.
want to go? Okay, track will be varsity, Aaron Bateman. Assistant will be posted, it's open. Junior high, Joe Kelsel. Junior high assistant, Adam Tompkins. For tennis, boys, varsity is Roger Bailey. Assistant is open at the present time. Girls tennis, Mike Tippery for varsity, Jamie Wallman for assistant. Volleyball, varsity, Lacey Wade, JV, Leslie Summers, assistant posted. 8th grade, Whitney Wagner, and 7th grade posted. Golf, Jason Hennett, varsity. Lionettes, varsity, Tiffany Lincolnfelder and Amber Smith. Cheer coaches, varsity, Pam Hall, the assistant position is open. Junior high, Susie Nowoski, intermediate, Hannah Ader. We go to basketball, boys, varsity, Mike Wagner, and JV, Dave Smith. Assistant is open. Freshman, 9th grade, Bruce Wade, 8th grade, Chad Wade. 7th, Lee Kavanaugh, 6th grade, Noah Callahan, 5th grade, shared by Jeremy Wildman and Jeff Bledsoe. In girls, we're talking about varsity is Josh Mullis, JV, Leslie Van Hoy, assistant is open, freshman is open. 8th grade, Jeff Nante, 7th grade, Ron Riley, 6th grade, Mike Seals, 5th grade, posted. Baseball, varsity, Roger Bailey, assistant Mike Weininger, junior high is open or posted. Softball, Greg Clark, varsity, Jeff Trulove, Megan Miller is assistant, and the junior high position is open. The openings, of course, we post.
We don't need to do Dave Smith or Mike Wagner, we've already done that. So
We've done those and just
exclude them.
restating them for next year.
What is the process, just so everyone knows?
The ones that are posted, if someone has interest in it, they contact, they'll turn in an app, but usually they'll contact the athletic department, the AD, and if he's not available, go up the line, put their name in, the head coach weighs in on it, and helps make a recommendation as to what positions, which ones are available. Head coach has some say into it, as well as the athletic director, and it comes up through.
It goes from head coach to athletic director to you.
Well, Mr. Mullen is in there also.
He just signs
It
off.
comes up and they initial off
Okay.
along the way. And then,
So all these people have been interviewed and understand that they're being voted on tonight.
Yeah, yes, I'm sorry. Most of them are continuations.
Right.
But the new ones in particular, we know that they've been added on.
All right. We accept the recommendations as presented. Yes, I'm sarcastic.
I will take, yes, make the motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
We would expect to bring you some volunteers in the next meeting or two, either July or August, as well as some of these posted positions back as far as we can. When we get good candidates and ones that we get to fill in.
Okay. Anything else on the first one? We can always go back to. We've done that before. Other.
Under other, I need to make a statement first, and then I'll ask you to go from there. The way I see it, the mayor and Tim Kinder with the Martin County Alliance were embarrassed this past week by the city council vote, as several members apparently changed their mind in using funds committed for economic development, edit funds, in order to help with the paving project for economic development in the city. Paving project in this case happened to be located at what we used to call Elementary East, our East Campus. If you recall that it definitely is economic development, as it's bringing in 250 people for training, it's bringing in 50 people for employees. Those people will definitely have to make some use of our business facilities. Employees are being hired in a local region, so they'll help out through living here. So I would think that it's pretty narrow-minded for people to say that you must own something in order to contribute to a good cause. Many people contribute to causes and they don't own them. It's just a sad day in Loogootee when the council turns their back on local businesses, prospective businesses, when they have an opportunity to send a clear message that they are for economic development, not only in campaign rhetoric, but in deed. I've probably said enough.
Well said.
Very well said.
I would ask you to continue your way of doing economic development and go ahead and authorize us picking up the slack and finishing the parking lot.
Can I have a motion to accept the bid of $54,531 that we will pay if no one else ponies up and helps us with it as a group? Could I have a motion on that?
I will absolutely make a motion that we pick up the cost of paving the lot.
I want to second the motion.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
I was on the board a few years ago when the city came to us with their drainage project. Started up on North Line Street, come all the way down, and if we hadn't have ponied up thousands of dollars, I'm not sure, but I think it was over $100,000 to get it taken care of out here. But it was a little bit of benefit for us. That open ditch would have done it. The ditch and stuff we had would have done it, and it had done it for I don't know how many years. But we ponied up and took care of our end down here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. We could have done things different, but we ponied up and did things right because we as a board at the time, and still do, are looking forward to the future of our children and trying to make it right for everybody. Enough said.
How much were we expecting from the city? Was it, what are we, 15,000?
I think so.
Tim Kenner asked them to contribute 15,000, and then when that didn't go, lesser amounts. And then
Being a voting taxpayer living right in the middle of the city, I'm more than disappointed in the way that they handled that thing. The comment made that, you know, no one paves my driveway if I have rental property is so narrow-minded that it's not even funny. The fact that we may have more people in town renting rental properties because of the economic development, and the fact that they are an elected public board to do the economic development, and for them to turn their back on the people. We fight against Westgate, we fight against Bloomfield, we fight against Bedford. Everyone else is getting a little piece of the pie. When we have a chance to get a piece of the
These were
pie,
EDIT funds.
edit funds is
Edit
what that
funds.
money is for, and for us to get a chance to get a piece of that pie and for them to turn their back on that, to me, is absolutely amazing, and I am very disappointed as a voter, very much so. All right, I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion?
Well, I want to thank Mr. Wyckoff for
Absolutely.
staying absolutely proactive and keeping it
And the mayor,
positive.
Mayor,
And
absolutely.
Mayor,
worked-
and I
he
had a
just-
discussion with Mayor. We thank Mayor Bowling for his support.
Yes, absolutely. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you. Also under other, I'd ask you to take a look at your calendars. If you can't do it now, do it later, but we need to schedule a meeting for reorganization. And normally you do a reorganization meeting of the board in the first 15 days of July. And you need to work around whatever your personal calendars are to try to come up with a time. The meeting's rather short, business-like, you know, it's the one where you do the officers and appointments to people, the different cooperatives.
How about the fifth?
We looking at a Tuesday again, probably?
Yeah. That's the only day, I leave on vacation the seventh.
Either one is fine.
The fifth work?
Fifth.
Aye.
Fifth.
July 5th, normal time.
Normal time?
6.
6 o'clock?
And then early, 6,
You wanna go earlier?
whatever time you want to go.
We will just do the reorganization. We're starting to get into the time when I've got 4-H tractor club that are practicing, but 5th would be fine if we could get it 5:30 or 6 o'clock.
You wanna do 5? Can you get here at 5? We can do 5 probably.
5:30 or 6 would be better.
Let's do 5:30. 5:30?
6, what
6.
will be working good for you guys?
Doesn't matter to me, it's fine. Whatever you need, right?
5:30 or 6, 5:30 or 6 work, 5:30 work fine.
5:30.
5:30 on the 5th.
Yep.
That's really what I have, unless, I see John here as principal, if he has principal reports. There's several successes we've had lately, so I
Okay.
hope you would include those.
Sure. Appreciate the opportunity to be here this evening to recognize a lot of folks and several teams. I will start in the intermediate. Martina Stevens, a sixth grade math student, sixth grade student, was our top sixth grade math student, as recognized by the Indiana Council of Math Teachers, receiving an award for that. Thanks to the Martin County judge and the courthouse and the Lisa Britton probation office each year, our fifth graders enjoy the project lead essay, and they write an essay. They go through the mock trial and get to know government and have speakers, but they're asked to write an essay called How the Lead Program Influenced My Life. First place was Leighton Seals, second Carson Rayhill, and third Savannah McAtee. Finally, and I may have done this in public before, but the PAC group, the parent committee, especially Lisa Nante, they were outstanding in fundraising, promoting Spirit Fun, and a reward program for the 5th and 6th grades. I think by all indications the transition went very well, so I thank the group. High school, a lot of athletics wrapped their seasons up, and we went into June, which is always a good time. Tennis blue chip champs for the first time since 1995. All conference, Jill Taylor, Hannah Lamar, and Becca Zins. Hannah and Becca, as first doubles, were all district and all state honorable mention. And academic all state first team was Aaron Whitmer. Mike Tipper does a fantastic job with tennis. In track, Lauren Walton again advanced to the state finals, third time. She's a junior, so she has one more opportunity, but a top 20 finish in the high jump state finals in Bloomington. She was also blue chip champ in the high jump and the 100-meter dash. And I think you guys probably know this, but this was the first female track athlete to ever win more than one event at conference. She won 2 events, the 100-meter dash and the high jump. So Lauren's an outstanding athlete. Softball, blue chip sectional and regional champs, repeated as blue chip and sectional champs. We took it a step further with the regional champions, all conference, Brianne Truelove, Jessica Paget, Jennifer Clark, and Gabrielle Ritchie. Of course, the first two, Brianne and Jessica, get to go on and play college softball. So Coach Greg Clark's done a wonderful job. Gabrielle Ritchie, single season hits record and batting average. Brianne Truelove, career hits, career doubles, season doubles, career RBIs. She rewrote the record book, and Gabrielle will as she continues. In baseball, our best season in 28 years, blue chip sectional and regional champions, all conference, Bryce Wills, Brian Ackerman, Matt Tucker, Dalton Whitmer. Bryant, 12 home runs in a season. That's a school record. He's got one more year to break the career record. Bryant's a gifted athlete.
How much is the career record? So what was that?
18.
He's got 13?
13, yeah.
So he's 5 away from.
Congratulations, Eric.
Yeah. Again, Bryant, tremendous athlete, and Eric, I know he's proud. Junior class all-star basketball game this past, is it Friday night or Saturday?
Friday night.
Friday night, he was in an all-star basketball game. Is it this weekend or coming up? He's in an all-state baseball game.
Yeah, this is Saturday.
So he just, he's putting Loogootee on the map. He's out there playing ball. Proud of all of our coaches, Coach Bailey, again, Coach Clark, and just very proud. Coach Wagner had an opportunity to coach in an all-star game this weekend. I want to thank Mrs. Ozer and Mrs. Loninger, folks. You guys were all there. We have an outstanding graduation. Say it every year. Class, dignified, it's first class, and we got them back. And we want to continue to have them as senior sponsors because our graduation is top notch. So thanks to them. Kevin Smith, while he was here, was very good. I wish him luck as he heads to North Posey. I want to thank Joe Williams. I don't know if you noticed, but Joe Williams was not our math academic team coach this coming year. He graciously wanted Brandy to accept it since he's been out of teaching now for a year. He did that for 20 plus years. And Joe Williams was a great teacher. And he did a great job as a math academic coach. And I want to thank the people behind me for showing up in support. Thank you.
Also, I'd like to add, Kirk Loninger was honorable mention, I think, on
All conference baseball?
All conference, yeah.
Okay.
So he was honorable mention.
Thanks, yeah.
Absolutely. Anything else? Motion for adjournment?
Or I want to thank Mr. Willis for not retiring.
Yes.
That's just a vicious rumor, right?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Started by you.
I've been retiring for 9 years.
I'll make the motion.
I'll say.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thanks, guys.